So I know that I need to somehow activate the tick-tock clock. And I'm guessing there's a clue somewhere. That's all I can remember. And I'm tired, and it has been a long time since I played this. So... Okay. Whirl and Corpse Maggot. Corpse Maggots is a really strong card. Okay, so I've got my standard deck. I think if I go over here, there's a chance I could get a death card. Most of those are Coyote Grizzly. The monstrous grizzly's form speaks of ferocity. Alright, heck it, let's get Grizzly. And somebody's power. Why did he... I swear both of those cards look different than when I started. Sorry. You had an idea. Why not warm your creature by the fire for just a moment longer? Starving survivors stick a step closer. Risky. Push your luck or pull away. I gotta run away. I don't like that. There's a wood carver that way. Oh, this is a hard choice. That way I get items. Wonder if I need to use the eyeball early. Oh, they've got moving critters. Okay, what do they got over there? Oh! Okay, they've got a wolf cub coming in. Do I draw my first turn? I don't think I do. Wolf Cub's gonna turn into a wolf. Back on the board, yep. Wolf Cub, yeah, will change and then move. That should be able to kill it. I can put Inky Bug down. Bullfrog. Okay, that wasn't so bad. Don't want to get a death card because I've got so many death cards. The Bloodhound. Bloodhound's actually some in the Sparrow. Corpse Maggots, yes. Oh, I already have 3 items. Oops. Oh. Yeah, I'll take a pack rat. Oh, okay. That's nice. Okay. The goal is I need to get a squirrel. Okay, I don't have any flying creatures. This one's not going to be a big deal. Got a pronghorn. Oh, the pronghorn moves. Forgot that. Give me a squirrel. I think the problem will kill it. The corpse maggots will jump there. Can I stand up in the middle of a fight? No. Okay. Okay, something just jiggled. You know, let's use the eyeball thing. Yeah. We're gonna use that early in case that alters something. Okay. A squirrel. We'll put down. Let's put down wolf. Down to fawn. Imagine you'd like to replace that eye you lost. What if we try this weird looking one? Does that do anything different? Choice is final. Okay, no. That doesn't feel anything. Oh, I have a candle? I really did it. It seems to come out of that painting right here. Oh! Distance is growing quite tiresome. Do you truly wish for your skill to be masked by this cheat? Well, I know if you're truly worthy. You know what? Extra life is nice. Okay, so that gave me... Did you just cut your eye out? Yep. Wait, let's check this. Scanning. Scanning. It had to get booms. Okay. Let's keep going. This game is, Insky? Skunk. Wolf cub. Ooh, I like wolf cub. The bone card might not be so bad. Forget how to get booms. Wait, I can grab the dagger again? Okay. Probably a bad idea, I haven't done this before. There's a lot of just, it's fun experiment in this game. Right up here. Done. it gets jumps into place. Stone, okay. Ow. Oh, I have to draw first before let me use any items. Let's take out another eye. Now you can have your eyeball back. Place a squirrel, place stoat. Stop that. Squirrel. Ow. I'll surrender. Eh. I'm gonna pummel you. That gave me a fan? Okay. Oh, rip stoat. I don't want your golden teeth, buddy. Okay, I'll replace the eye. And I keep saying find salvation in the cuckoo clock. Tell me some exquisite pelts. Have none. Kinda disappointing that is. I must give you this. Oh, you set to buy some pelts. Do not return empty-handed again. Wood carver, sigil mover. Sigil mover would be really nice, actually. Oh wait, hold on. Field. Could it be? I have the Master's Eye. And the Master can see me. Iphiccus, can you see me? Free me. Hold on. Take the film room before he sees it now. What are you doing over there? Turn to face me. What are you up to over there? Film roll? What do I do with this? Death room. Hey, Mojo. Okay, let's go here. Okay. You. A grizzly. Yeah. Now if a creature dies and I have grizzly in my hand, the grizzly will take its place. Okay. Raider smoke. Ooh. Lurkin. That smoke, it is great indeed. Because was untied around you, creating an impenetrable brush. The only way out was forward. Hobbled shape of a man that stood in that way. It's the miner! Got any gold in that skull? Let me crack it open. I'll take a look. Wait. Okay. He's got a coyote. Squirrel. Another smoke. Pack mule will move, but I can still kill it in time. So. This next hit is going to be lethal. And kill the pack mule, which gives me a bunch of cards. However, the mule is defenseless. Golden them cards, so then he destroys all my cards. Oh, it got replaced with the grizzly bear. Gold, abstract gold. Okay, now he's got his bloodhound coming out. We found the stunted wolf. I've seen this play out enough times to know that a plan is in motion. Make haste. Ah. Well, let's play that. That does 6 damage. I think that's enough to kill him. Yep. That grizzly bear combo is too strong. Reignite. So one of these will entice. The Douse? Mantis God. The Holy Mantis God. Perfect incarnation of terror. Ouroboros. What is that? I think that's unkillable. I'll take Mantis God. Why not? Then we go on. Wetlands. Let me think. What do I do with this film canister, though? Open that up. Opened that up a long time ago. enhance card, removal, server item. Let's get card. Cockroach. Butemus 4. The Mantis. I don't think Butemus 4 was really that great. I mean, Butemus 4 is free to play. Oh my goodness, Butemus 4 is kind of ugly. Go to the Wood Carver. Really like any of these, but I guess we can have flying squirrels. Ooh, retaliating snakes. Okay. I don't think that's a good one. Yeah. Oh, Reese has no damage because I have no. I don't have any ants on the field. Oh. Don't. I think I've got lethal. Yeah. Pepper would random con. Pepper. Miss some pellets. Fire. Great command. Yeah, it's biscuit. I'm good. Okay. Maybe one day I'll risk 3, but not today. Let's see, what do we got? Bullfrog. Mantis God. Grizzly's gonna kill those two. Sacrifice a pelt. don't know if I have 2 of any card for the Mushroom Mancer to use. Might be interesting to see if it'll merge the pelts, though. I don't know if I want to deal with Totem fight, though. The underappreciated reward, its value is not readily apparent. Huh. Or something happens when it dies. Sigils. Like Butamus 4 is kind of weak, so. Hydrate. Let's give it to Stoat. Fine choice. Great draw. Yeah. Oh, I've got a. Oh no, it's Bees round. Oh, fake. Dealing with bees. Okay. Okay. Take 1 more damn. Should still be okay. Frickin' pelt. I'm gonna deal 4, take 1. Actually, I'm gonna take more. I'm gonna take. Problem is, I don't think I can sacrifice the pelts. I'll draw a card first. So many bees! Anta's God. That lethal? There we go. Okay. Those are really that great. Take bird, the turkey vulture. Ooh. Okay. Go to the wood carver. I could get all my birds flying. And we'll make it so squirrels can block flying. That's a little more useful. Okay, now we have to fight the angler. Oh, what happened? Where's the text-to-speech? I don't know why I didn't play. Mr. Dr. Bird, thank you for being subbed for 4 months, buddy. Hope you're having fun. Pizza. Bring fish. I do not like this guy. Thank you for the jump scare. Do I want to start with one of my greater smokes already? Oh, it's a kingfisher though. I really need like stink bug to block him. Still fish, hard choice. Took the film roll. Is that correct? My plan nears its moment of truth. But you must defeat him first. Okay. So he's gonna steal one of my cards. I'm gonna choose the rabbit pelt. So he's gonna pull that and block his own kingfisher. Not play any more cards this turn. Wait, when does he pull? There we go. Take fish, go fish. Okay. Let's buy one of these, why not? Oh, the ringworm. No idea what it does. Play another smoke, but I think I want to wait. All stay, hard choose. Okay, so he's gonna steal one of my cards. I'll put a squirrel here. Fresh choose. Not play any more cards. Then heal. I'll take some damage. Oh, nope, killed my squirrel. Okay. Squirrel. New fish. Easy choose. Oh. Dang, or do I give him a really good card? Fresh, chew. But since he didn't steal one, he's like confused. Okay. Go fish. I blocked his kingfisher. Sure. Okay, he's gonna try to steal my wool. Put down a squirrel. He steals that instead. Ooh, grizzly. I'm like, I think I'm very slowly winning. The fact that I have to keep playing around his fish hook. Getting a little annoying. Hey, is that enough to make him angry? Yeah. There we go, okay. Go fish. We place the chum buckets. Why don't we... hard cast Grizzly. And then just pummel him. Unless he can get something to block it. Yeah, okay, I won. Okay. Reignite. Perhaps one of these will attack. Strange larva. Geck. Oh, 13. The strange larva was kind of nice too. Ooh, this fast smell slowly faded as you can. We'll need another map. I'm in the ice level. If ice no battered your bodies, you fought your way up to a vantage point. Please, at the snow line. Forget what this is, so we're gonna check it out. Oh, this is the trader. Are your pelts clean? Start with rare pelt. Air pelts is what I can offer. Incredible golden pelt. Larva. Thick Ouroboros. You have my gratitude. Dang, I can't really see. That's a card remove, I think. I don't. Wait a display. Not food. Okay. I gotta pull away. Gonna draw some cards soon. Oh, stinky birds. Oh, this is gonna suck. We meet again. Oh, but you didn't have anything cool to say. Me wisely. An extra. Oh, that's right, my squirrels can block flyers. Forgot about that. Okay. Grizzly's gonna kill the vulture. Okay, I think we're okay for now. Put down ringworm. I still don't know what ringworm does. Oh, maybe a card has to eat it. Bullfrog. Guess I could. Oh, he's not gonna deal any damage. Oops. That lethal? Bleed, okay. Whew. His pelts for sale. Have a free one. With the gold one, you'll need more teeth. That one. I'll buy a wolf pelt. Why not? Patronage. Please no. Any card I want to just outright get rid of. I guess I could just get rid of the rabbit pelt. Sheepishly offered the pelt to the Bone Lord. Bone Lord was displeased. Oh! I need to sacrifice a good card. Maybe that's how I get boons. Oops! Let's see, what do we got here? Raven eggs and alpha. Oh, gross. She's got like old transforming cards. Ooh, frick. I miscalculated. Disappointing. I don't know if I have any of these in my deck already. Do I have a wolf? I do. Do I want to make a wolf or make a turkey folder? We have... they're not victims. You may want to try. You now have the one turkey folder. Stronger. Hey. Ooh, I'd really like to get to that sacrifice. Okay. I need to pay attention in this fight. Oh, gross. Okay. Squirrel. Sacrifice the squirrel for child 13. Sacrifice child 13 to play the larva. Okay. This is looking really bad, actually. Why don't we steal one of your elk? Actually, I think that's lethal damage. Yeah, lethal. Whew. Okay. Bloodhound. My deck is getting really big. Unkillable. Wait, it's a 2/2 now? Oh, does it get stronger every time it gets sacrificed? Oh wait, this is the first time I fought this boss. The man stood before you, a man you recognized immediately. Was the trapper. Reached out to examine his wares, but he stopped you. Ooh, I don't like that. Sorry, but today you will buy the pelts. Oh gosh. Wait, what is all this stuff he's got on the board? Leaping trap. What is this? Oh, steel trap. When it dies, creature opposing it perishes as well. A pelt is created in your hand. Okay. What's he got coming in? The frog. That's right, he makes chimes. I don't know what the chimes do. These are awful sounds. Big. Oh yay, another pelt. Okay. Replaced with my mega turkey vulture. Pack-rat. Can't drop off the wolf belt. And sacrifice. Okay, let's see what his enrage does. Pelts, exquisite pelts. Cycle must. Let's trade. Oh, frick! Powerful cards. I will only accept the finest pelts for them. Trade for what you can, but know this: the rest will stay and fight for me. Diving moose. The diving bloodhound. Like the grizzly. Transforming rattler. Oh, welcome to the chat room. Uh-oh. Oh, a diving shark. I would have chosen differently. Cards that I can't play. Got two. You know what? Take my tooth. You know what? Everybody flies. Your only blocker you have isn't a range. So I win. Whew. Okay. That was an interesting mechanic. So you want to sacrifice as many creatures as possible in the beginning, so you have pelts to trade for the powered up cards. That's one of these for. Amalgam that Rayuli. Horror. Why not? We'll take it. This is the farthest I've been. The enigmatic trapper and trader now bleeding into the snow. You persisted. You could see a light in the end is near. Oh yes, I know. Oh. Trader items or sacrifice. Get some items. Yeah, black goat. Grab some bones. Destroy an opponent's card. Okay. Your eyes affix themselves on the small cabin. Its warm light a beacon in the oppressive darkness. Wait, I'm in a cabin. Surely this cabin marked the end of your travel. Hello? Steps away from the strange captain, you're presented with an opportunity. I don't offer my boons to just any traveler. If you're able to pass my trials, you will be rewarded mightily. Trial of the Finned. Trial of the Swift. Trial of the Winged. Dang it, I don't think I really have any of these. Failure. Repeat that once more. Trial of the Ring. If you have a ring, you will pass automatically. It must be rare. Ooh. Try rare. Rayuli is a rare card. Success. Okay, one of my most powerful boons. Cards that dramatically alter the game. You don't even need to draw them. Start with a black goat on the board. Draw twice at the beginning of your turn. Start the battle with grand furs on all of your spaces. You know what? I like drawing twice. Thank you. Okay. You managed to get a boon. This may be a fair competition. Don't like this. I don't like this at all. Oh. That's what he looks like. You took your time out there. I'm itching for a game. Play. Only would let me move forward. Hope you're adequately prepared. Okay, I got my smokes. Perhaps one more to be safe. Oh, it gets 3 lives too. We're up. Oh man. Okay. There's smoke. Malcolm? No, Malcolm does not fly, so... And that'll block his... Wait, he just put on the trapper mask. Vulture and a squirrel. Bunch of amalgams coming in. Got a squirrel. Put down a ringworm here. Guess I could smoke. Under the onslaught of rare creatures. The true challenge was forthcoming. Guardian figures appeared before you. Their eyes glimmered a recognition of kinship, but colored by guilt. They were betraying you. I remember that one fondly. I just one-shot you. But now, this damned moon. It's dramatic, yes. Provides no value to my board. I wonder. You just take a picture of the moon? What the hell? Now that is value. What the frick? He's attacking me with the entire moon. Tidal Lock. At the beginning of its owner turn, a card bearing this jewel will pull small creatures like squirrels into its orbit. Okay, so I can't use squirrels to block. Moonstrike. Will strike each opposing creature. Will strike directly if no creatures oppose it. Okay. So he's attacking me with the frickin' moon. I can't cut up this card. I forgot I had that. Let's try Mantis God. Might be able to do some nice damage. Okay. This is a, oh no, that's a, will die grizzly. Okay. So, oh wait, no, I don't have anything I want to say. Squirrel. Fail 13. Squirrel. Ouroboros. Yeah, Ouroboros. Help me for a bit. yeah, and I got the free grizzly. Forgot about that. Okay, Squirrel. Ooh. Ooh, a Royale, but I don't really have enough space to play him. I wonder if, can I block with the pelt? Let's see if pelt works as a block. Okay. Gotcha. You really destroyed the moon. Suppose all that's left is to finish me off. Go on. Hey?
Oh my, I think I just beat him. Oh.
Oh. Is that a brain birthday cake? Okay. Got like cards and dice?
Hey there, card gamers. I'm the Lucky Carter, and this is another pack opening video. Today, I am opening Catch Monsters packs and digging for that epic, shiny Transcend Dog! And here I'll add some crazy VFX with lightning bolts or something. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I am about to open my first pack. Feeling good about this one. Feeling real good. Ooh, what do we got here? Okay, and our first rare is a Birchkin. Not exactly a viable competitive card, but hey, it's a pretty one. All right, next pack. Feeling even better about this one. I gotta say, these cards are feeling extra silky today. I mean, they're so smooth. Not sure what they're doing down there at the card factory, but these are feeling good in my hands. Okay, let's see what we got here. Some jank cards, maybe a few additions to my draft cube. We'll see. And our rare for this pack is Bandog. Not exactly riveting so far, but we have many packs to go. Next pack, here we come. Just cut out this part.
To think that the people who made this game went to the trouble of like printing a whole bunch of like mock cards for a card game. When was that? I think that was 9/15.
Hey there, card gamers! I'm the Lucky Carter, and this is a vintage pack opening video. Today I'm opening a few super rare old packs I snagged at a garage sale. I've got 4 packs of Inscryption.
Inscryption.
You would not believe the deal I got on these. Now, not all of you will even remember this game. I'm barely old enough to have seen these going around in my childhood. For whatever reason, they only did one set of these cards and then stopped printing them. There's not a huge market for them anymore, but at the rate I got them for, there's not really much to lose. That being said, a foil Mantis God goes for a couple $100, so fingers crossed. Really cool art on these. Definitely stands the test of time. And our rare for this pack is Blue Mage. Cool looking card, but not going to be worth very much.
Blue Mage.
All right.
Never saw that one.
Let's see what we got going on in the second pack. This pack has been opened and resealed. Hope no one snuck the rare out of it. That would suck. honestly. Who opens and reseals a pack?
Leave the car in the back room. So
Yeah. There's a set of coordinates on this card.
don't go.
Looks like they were drawn on with a
Don't
pen.
go. Don't go.
49 degrees north, 123 degrees west. I think I'd have to check, but I think that's pretty nearby.
Hold on. I'm searching them up. I'm searching up the latitude and longitude right now. Where is that located? It's just south of the border between the United States and Canada in Montana. Kind of near a river? I don't know the name of this river. Use 2 fingers to move the map. I am, but it's not moving. Heck, okay. Interesting. Okay. Oh no, he went. This is the next day.
Alright, you guys. I'm out here living my best life. Got my trusty headlamp and shovel.
Shovel?
Always come prepared, kids. Alright. Whew. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Whew. Getting close.
Giving me Blair
I
Witch
think.
vibes.
Assuming there is a thing to get close to. This very well may be a massive waste of...
Oh. Oh. Can't see any kind of pattern in there. Huh.
All right. That's why you always bring an extra battery, boys and girls. Every
Okay.
time. You gotta come prepared. Okay. All right. This is it.
Hello, Keen.
And now, we dig. I give a 75% chance it's a rock. But only one way to find out.
Hey, hello, Raiders. How's it going? Hello, everyone. I'm Butamus. Welcome in. I am a variety streamer. I would never go out in the wood to do this. No! I saw the coordinates written on the card, and I was like, no, don't go to those coordinates. I was half expecting him to show up at the cabin and then get attacked by some crazy guy. And the woods gave me Blair Witch vibes, and I was like, no. Nothing, I'm not doing anything to do with that. How's it going, King? How is Elden Ring? The bosses. And I guess everyone, hello from Keen's stream. Keen is good person. Last seen playing Elden Ring. Right. What did we find? This is some dedication to game development. Like, make a scene. Scene? Oh no! Ah! The wrong scene.
What?
The floppy disk!
What the fuck?
There we go.
Guys, are you seeing this? I'm a little confused.
Groups. Yeah, so he dug up a floppy disk of Inscryption. And then he puts it in his computer to think it have a virus.
Who even has a floppy disk drive anymore? Okay, $11. Cheaper than a foil Steam ball, really. Alright, fine. Wow, great video!
How great video. I love how the developers of this game went to all this trouble to film all this stuff. It's really cool, actually. Because they've made up this, like, mock card opening channel, and they, like, buried something, and I don't know if they actually buried it. They could have, like, had a hole and, like, partially covered it and stuff, but yeah. I think this is just wild. This is Devolver, or wait, is Devolver Digital the developer, or are they the publisher for Inscryption? Pull that up real fast. Developer is Daniel Mullins Games. Hey Kraus, how's it going? Oh, this is the first. Oh, they made Pony Island. Yeah, Pony Island is another one of those just kind of weird games. They made a game called The Hex. Oh, it's on my wish list apparently. Ricky Old Tavern, Forgotten Corner. Anyways. Of the games that Devolver Digital did. What? I could have sworn I've played another game that Devolver Digital published. Sorry, we're getting distracted from game. How far have I gotten? I just beat The Crazy Old Man for the first time. Didn't they make... Oh, they made Loop Hero. A Loop Hero was a... Oh, they made Carrion? I know that's a fun... Didn't they make Observer? Broforce, Hotline Miami 2. Oh, that's Hotline Miami 2. Did they make... Wait, who made Observer? I wish Steam could remember how old I was. Oh no, that's Bluebird Team. Observer was kind of an interesting... Okay, let's get back to... Oh, that was him buying the floppy disk. Okay, so what happens after?
Okay, time to figure out what's on this thing.
I wouldn't... Granted, since I only know a little bit about this game. Just know it's one of those kind of odd games. That's exactly like the title screen to this game. There was no new game to play. I don't like it. That's... Okay. That's all the footage I have. So I actually managed to beat 3 bosses and get to the 4th boss. I think I'm very early in the game still. Oh, yeah. The brain birthday cake. Not celebrate often. Give gift. You, challenger, you are worthy. Please do not be. Something wrong? Your prize awaits. Very well. Come with me. Oh, heck. Stand right there. Oh, is he killing me again? Oh, I can actually see more of his body. Who gave you that? Absolute ingrat. Give it back! Oh. Oh, I caught him. I managed. Oh, since I had the film roll, I was able to capture him in the camera. Like, he kept capturing me in the camera. Oh no, he's a card. Okay. Okay. Okay, that's the room I started out in. There's all the bodies of the dead, all of the me's that have died, and everyone else that plays the game. Finally get to escape the cabin. Uh-oh, maybe I wasn't supposed to do that. Because I managed to get a hold of the camera before, but nothing happened. Uh-oh. I missed something obvious. I love this cursor. Even the cursor trail and stuff. Hello? Let's eat him? I don't know what that means. Oh, let's eat him? Or confused me, I had to ask for help. Well, I'm looking, I'm guessing there's something I need to interact with. I can't find it. Because I'm still in the same room, right? Pile of bodies. Got mad dance. Is it something in? Did this symbol you? Oh, is it like a new life? Oh, that's a good point. Ah! Okay. Well, okay, that was... Unexpected data encounter. That's completely unexpected. This is like some Doki Doki Literature Club level crap. In the beginning, the world did not know cards. That is, until the day the scribes arrived. Wait. Each had their own method of inscription to create cards. Remora used her quill to inscribe the epitaphs of the dead. Leshy used his wildlife camera to capture beasts. U3 used a particle scanner to copy the CPU of robots. And Magnificus used his brush to paint his wizard pupils. The Master cards created the scribes that solidified their power. Till one day a challenger arrived to replace one of the scribes. Use a starting deck to mark your ambition. Yeah, only time a straight stump. Yeah, that is some wild stuff. Okay. I'm the challenger, so I can either choose undead, beasts, robots, or I'm torn between mages and undead. No, let's do the undead. Ambition is to create Grimoire and become the scribe of the dead. Yeah. Cards are added to your collection. I eventually have to do all 4, maybe? Because I feel like I beat... What's his bucket? Because his game, it was all beast cards for the most part. Except, wait, no, the Trapper had different kinds of cards. But almost everything else was like, oh.
What is this?
Who's talking? Is that the guy who found... These are the 4 different worlds of the 4 scribes. You've got the robots, paintings, the beasts, and the undead. What happens if I go back to the cabin? Oh. No. Fish? It'll pass. Okay. Let's fish. I that just opened and found a card pack inside. Receive a beastly card back. Ew, Bloodhound. Oh, I got a Mantis God? Nice. A Mole. That's a decent card. Null Conduit. Oh wait, this is a different symbol. Eesh. Complete a circuit but provides no effect. Gem Fiend. If Gem Fiend owner controls no Mox cards, Gem Fiend pair. Okay. These are all different symbols that I'm not used to. Wait, this button. Cards are added to your collection. Dagnabbit. That dang hound got herself lost again. You think you're getting past? Think again. Not till I get some proof my girl's alright. If I go in here. Oh, this is the exact same layout. Oh, and the exact same code, you take a stinking pile of meat from the safe. Ain't no rhythm. Forget what I did with the death room. You wish to trade? Don't perchance have any pelts. No? That is disappointing, but I also accept foils. The squirrel ball. At the end of the owner's turn, squirrel ball will move in the direction of scribe and drop a squirrel in their old space. So now we're in like a 2D, or this is a 2D version. What did I do with the meat? Oh, this again. Oh, there's a mole here. Only the flyers are dealing damage. wall's gonna block a lot of the stuff that's going on. But this attacks, that attacks. I think that's only 4. Yeah. Oh. Door creaked open and you found a pack inside. Received a beastie card pack. Mole. Rockle. Waterborne. Also, when Rockle is played, it provides an energy cell to its. Explode Bob. When Explode Bob dies, a creature opposing it, as well as adjacent friendly creatures, dealt 10 damage. Null Conduit. Urayuli. Raven. Force Mage. If a creature would attack Force Mage, it does not. Oh. Well, Explode Bot, okay. What happens if I talk to you? Stop shaking. The only thing you have to fear is your own inadequacy. Behold me. I am Leshy, scribe of beasts. Pure desire for you to challenge me. But first... I know what you're thinking. No, not my legendary camera. Not the one I used to create beast cards. One is a mere replica. I use it to create photos of the beasts in these woods. My subordinates, Prospector, Angler, and the Trapper. They each require a photo before they will consider battling you. Return to me when they are all defeated. Oh, okay. I don't know what that was a picture of. Oh, that was the meat. Oh, 273 case. Okay, so we put the meat in the bowl, gave it to the doggo. I have a picture of the doggo. Well, I'll be darned. That's my girl. I'll let you past me into yonder pond. But, dagnabbit, first we gotta battle. Well, darn it all. The deck ain't right. Get you at least 20 cards in it. Oh. Invalid. Okay. So this is a deck building game now. It's kind of like Magic the Gathering or something. But what is a Mox card though? Yeehaw! You fixed it. Now let's battle. Marvelous, your first battle. Are you surprised to see me here? But you did select my starter deck. In order to play my cards, you'll need to collect bones. You gain a bone when... Why, do your eyes glaze over? Marvelous. Already understand. My time as an insect was not a total waste. Time as an insect? Wait, what? play Skellington. Oh, we'll play both Skellington. A lot of symbols and stuff here. What is this? Don't know what this is for. Skeleton class with pound bones. Okay, we'll play my grave digger. Grave digger digs up a bone. Dagger releases the creature inside. That's a skeleton. Okay. If I play this though, hopefully that lets me win. But oh, that does let me win. Okay. Fair's fair. Beat me like a dog. Take this. Some say these here cards are better than gold. That gives me another pack. Automaton. Mole Man. Empty space will be struck. Mole Man will move to replace. Also, Mole Man will block bearing an airborne signal. Death Touch. Okay. There's a photo of bait on the line. I don't remember taking a photo of bait, but fish, fresh fish, good. Still must eat. Not going very well. Yeah, I'm losing. Happens if I lose a fight. For fish, but no pass until B. Maybe I need to go see if I can go to the undead area and see if I can get some better undead cards. You're here, marvelous. I'm Grimora, scribe of the dead. Till quite recently, I was disgraced. So I returned to my former glory with the help of some unlikely friends. With your teacher's skills against me, you must first prove your wits. Discern which tomb marks the final resting place of my lovely ghoul. Eaten by a hungry dog. Does not hold a grudge. Oh no, oh no, oh no, do not look upon me. Do not snarl or sniff, I beg you. Wish to battle, please. Let us get it over with. Oh. Bonehound. Oh, I lost. Oh there, does this mean you will try again? Yay! Undead card pack. Revenant. Revenant perishes after attacking. Dead hand. When dead hand is played, discard your hand and draw a new hand of 4 cards. Ooh, that's nice. When the walker dies, 4 bones are awarded instead of 1. Leap up will block an opposing creature bearing the airborne sigil. Bull Town. Okay. Can I have more than 20 cards? Hark, Eleven Slice the Lemon approaches. Light Trig is a lime. You think you will squeeze a defeat out of me? Oh, this is a 3-3? Uh-oh. Ooh, that's a good card. Actually deal some damage this turn. That. We'll send up a Reaper. And that'll be 2 damage. I think that's enough for me to win. Hey! Hi. You beat the pulp out of me. Firstly, take you this. $49er, then the owner's turn for now. Direction inscribed. You and energy to set the power of Glamble out randomly between Pharaoh's Pets. Pharaoh's Pet is counted as 3 blood rather than 1 blood when sacrificed. Also, when Pharaoh's Pets is sacrificed, it does not perish. Oh, wow. The Tomb Robber. Activate, pay 1 bone to create a skeleton in your hand. Interesting. And because you bested me, with ye, I'll share me secret. The name's Royal. Eyes the far right tomb. Headpiece. An epitaph. Found a piece of an epitaph in cabinet. Hit by a falling piece of. And a card pack. Ooh, ghost ship. Another tomb robber. There was no cure. Oh, look kind of like the village. Oh! Oh, I just changed. Wait, that was... Oh, I'm a wizard. Okay. Oh, heck. Okay, there's a little more to this puzzle. Life didn't give me lemons, so I died. Okay. Oh no, you're back. Please, let this be swift. This guy doesn't like dogs, so I think he may have been eaten by the dog. I have 5 damage coming in. Oof. Okay. Actually, if I move here, I'll block all of the damage. Wait, no, I won't block all the damage. I'll take 2 damage. Take 0 damage this turn, deal 1 damage. Play the Skelly first. Play this one second. Mostly because I would rather have something alive to block the Bonehound. Take 1 damage, but I think I'll be okay. Should have enough to summon what's his bucket. Oils gained. It is over. Shoot me out. Now, please, go away. Turn your eyes to this card pack instead. Oh, Emerald Mox can't be sacked. Let's fulfill. Provides a green gem to its owner. Okay. Ghost ship. So the ghost ship is really hard to kill and will just give me a bunch of skeletons every. I am called Sawyer. The middle stone marks my grave. Please, do not go digging up my bones. Sawyer? Someone leave the AC on. Oh, come on, dude. Freezing in here. Maybe a heated battle will help? He's 1-1. Okay, so he might not be as hard as the other two. Ooh, Banshee flying. Will strike opponent directly in a Draugr. Oh. Save a skeleton to take out the Banshee. Okay. Need to block the Reaper. Man, if I use the Gravedigger, it'll die. Zombie. That's just a skeleton. Oh, that was game. You won, but now I'm a bit less cold. Take a pack on the house. Ooh, what's this? Necromancer. When another creature owned dies, it is returned to life and dies again immediately. Okay, so I get double bones when stuff dies? Oh, fun. Did beat me, so I guess I've gotta fess up. Name's Casey Hobbs. From Tombstone on the left. Okay, Casey Hobbs, Tombstone on the left, Burr. Casey Hobbs. Since they're so cold, I'm just... Pulled up an epitaph piece. The defibrillator failed. I think I'm still missing pieces. To trade? Have a foil. Bone heat. Pay 2 bones to increase the power and health of bone heat by 1. Ooh, okay. Okay, where's the last epitaph? I need a few more. Drowned Soul. Waterborne. When drowned soul damages another creature, that creature perishes. Oh. Whoa! I think I need to add that to my deck. It's only a 1/1 though. I get a skeleton and a Draugr. Hit by a falling piece of ice. Huh. Does not hold a grudge. I don't know. Gotta be something I need to interact with. Missed. It is assuming each of these little adventures is self-contained. Oh, wait. There's stairs here. Why did I... Brought down by scurvy. Best smells when in the air billows from the casket. Oh. You have no offering? Okay. Well, that guy was talking about limes and stuff. And by scurvy. Okay. There we go. Okay. I just had to arrange them how I thought they made sense. Marvelous. I believe you have proven your wits adequately. You prepared? You will not defeat me. Marvelous. Just marvelous. You need to worry, I would be sealed away behind those tombstones forever. Locked down, at the mercy of a challenger's wits, until one day discovered. See that your ambition is to become the scribe of the dead. think you're aware that I currently hold that title. But it matters not, because you shall not win. Guard. On guard, though. And minions are never truly die, you know. See how you fare. Oh, I didn't draw any skeletons. Oh man, if I don't draw any skeletons, I'm boned. You'll become the Scribe of the Dead. Is that your best deck? I have nothing to worry about. Oof. Their attempt? Very well. Buzzing from the last one. Guard. Minions, prepare for death, but then life again. The Banshee. Marvelous, an opportunity to use my quill. One will be back. Oh. Wow. I think I can beat you with my deck. I just draw some decent cards. Oh, never mind. Maybe I don't have a good enough deck to beat them. Okay, I thought maybe I could beat them, but apparently they are just that tough. Oh. Woof. I'm just about to call it quits out here. But now that there's a challenger in our midst, it's back to work for me. Be able to get this bridge fixed in... This closure will take me exactly as long as it takes you to defeat one of the scribes. So, come back later. Oh. Time is it? Okay. Let's go try to take out... I think I can take out the Angler now. No pass until B. My deck is just too slow. Oh, wait, no, I actually survived. Okay. I don't deal... Dang. That's not enough. Hmm. Payment cards are just too strong. No, heck it, we're putting everything in. Right? That's how you win. All your cards in your deck. Oh. This? Oh my gosh. I'm terrible at building decks. I'm really good at playing decks. I'm horrible at building them, like from scratch. Okay, maybe. Finally, Grave Digger. Put a card with an activated ability. Marvelous, let me explain how it works. Activating it is placing a sigil like it's a button. It will only work if you can pay the cost. Hmm. Take 2, then 5. Yeah, I think I've lost. I'm just gonna keep beating my head on this wall. Okay, they're both going to die. Don't need to summon skeletons this turn. That's right, Kingfisher dives. Oh hey, I managed to win. We get a foil. You beat, you pass. First, take. Mummy Lord. Cost 8 bones, 3/3. Hawk will strike at opponent directly even if they're 3/3 when flying. Ooh. Edges of dry blood crackled as you pried the chest open, but 2 packs were inside. Meatbot. Meatbot is counted as 3 blood rather than 2 blood ones. Guessing I need to get the rabbit to go grab. Oh, I needed the pelt. Okay. I really should end stream, but I'm having way too much fun. Okay. You brought a pelt time, please. Turn it of the beginning knife. It's time to set another trap. Oh! Smell the hare's blood on you. His head just turned upside down! Burrowing trap. Yeah, if I don't draw... I didn't draw any skeletons or a Tomb Raider. Come closer, you'll make a fine pelt. I set the trap, but only the prey decides when it's... Oh, he has a coyote. Ouch. Kill his two characters. Oh, but I'm still losing because of the bullfrog. You smell like prey. Which I hate this when I just can't draw any skeletons to save my life. Okay, let's edit the deck, because it's not really working. Pick up the zombie. I feel like Revenant's a little too expensive for what it does. If... There we go. Ooh, finally a grave robber. Need bones. Some skeletons. Now that's gonna pop over and block. Play a bunch of skeletons. Then it's going to be able to kill it. Burying trap snapshot. Ow. Grave digger. Okay, that'll kill the coyote, and you'll actually finally get to deal some damage. Are they at a creature? I got another foil. Trap has shut, yet the prey escapes. Trapper waits for the next victim. Defeated 3 of us now, as she awaits. Obviously card pad. Warren has played a rabbit is great in your hand. man. Salmon. Skelemagus. After attacking, Skelemagus perishes. Skelemagus controls no marks cards. Skelemagus perishes. It's a 4/1 for 2. But I'd have to add a Mox card to my deck. See, I don't think I could do Beast because I don't have any way to make blood. Because I don't think any of... Well... Yeah, I don't think I can even play the mage cards right now. Current deck. The best of the Unhinged Prospector, the Gormless Angler, and the Enigmatic Trapper. Find yourself standing before your ultimate match. Leshy, scrap beasts. Steel yourself. My beast will show you no mercy. Only fangs. Do not spare your creatures. My camera is waiting to capture them. My beasts are famished. Fuck with that. Need a photo of that one's cost. Stats. Finally, the sigils. That will do. The deaths of your creatures will form a beautiful mosaic. I don't have any bones. Oh, but I am gonna deal some damage this time. Oh, I'm gonna lose. I can't kill the mole, and it's gonna hit me for one, and I've lost. Bummer. Barely lost. How about utter disappointing? I was hoping for a greater challenge. It's over so quickly, if only I could extend the struggle. The kill is only as satisfying as the struggle that precedes it. But harder this time? Yeah, I'll try, but you know. I have kind of the same starting hand as last time. I deal any damage this? Lock here. I'm the skeleton. We'll use the skeleton to kill the fawn, and then we'll put the family here. Might as well summon a skeleton to deal extra damage. Did I block with another Gravedigger? I feel like my deck's very much around stalling. Like that. Hey. New hand. Soul. Skeleton will kill that. Be the point when I wish I'd had really expensive cards in my deck. Won't be needing those. I have something better. What? Oh my gosh! You must like them. Through the stitchwork. My own. They are your cards. Put them to the test. My beasts enjoy a varied diet. Amalgam releases the creature inside. I can't play anything. We'll put down the amalgam there. You know what? We'll skeleton. So many bones. Oh. Great Scribe was incredibly bested. Far away, a light enveloped a long-forgotten monument. We had triumphed, narrowly avoiding Tooth and Claw. The Scrub of Beast was defeated. You were able to defeat me, beggar's belief, but now I must yield to you. The only regret is that our battle was so brief. Clearly, the summit of victory is made sweeter by a more arduous event. Put the beast card back. What, kitty? Sapphire Mox. Oh, so that's how I get a blue gem. Major Knight. It requires orange gems. Rockle. squirrel ball. Irrelevant. Wolfcut. And the double gunner. Double gunner. Okay. Battery low. Stop. What is that? Is that one of the other scribes? Had to see your face after you lost. You're just so bad. Oh, the face. It's no wonder we're back here again. We would have been even sooner if the disc wasn't lost. Take a long look at this face, because you'll see it again. Oh, that's the stoat face. I'm done being your pet. Thinking. Okay. Pushed it too far that last time. Why don't they see? Live as a beast would be the noblest thing. And so lowly a creature as a stoat. Okay. How do can I force a save somehow? Okay, the save just appeared 2 seconds ago. Start screen. This game morphed from kind of the Borg roguelike thing, and now it's a kind of a deck building RPG thing.